He's testing his defender, and you know what, Ernie? He smells that barbecue chicken down there. You can't guard this man one-on-one.
Well,
lick your fingers. The barbecue chicken is hot and crispy.
You're making me hungry right now, but
crispy barbecue chicken?
I just can't wait. You make me hungry. Is it lunchtime? We got it some time. But, he's not settling for any look either. This guy is very versatile. He'll take you inside, take you outside. He's the kind of player that seems like he's a step ahead, like mentally. Like he has this mental telepathy that goes on and goes. He knows what you're thinking before you think it, before the guy thought it was a thought.
Wow. It's like an extraordinary basketball IQ.
Yes.
Do you have a high basketball IQ, Shaq?
No, didn't need one, Ernie.
Why?
Because I had the ES.
What's that?
Elbow sandwiches.
Now I'm really hungry.
Elbow sandwiches.
Let's
right
get
in
it
your
down
mouth.
to Kevin Harlan for the call.
It's an Eastern Conference battle here at the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto as the Raptors look to work their home court advantage. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This road trip for the Celtics kicking things off here in this one. Right now, they're fighting for some breathing space in the Eastern Conference. Still in the top 8, but by no means safe.
And this is the final matchup of the 4-game season series. They'd love to even things up at 2 apiece.
And there have been some heated moments between these teams this year, so I think there's a little more riding on this game than normal. And the outcome of the series is important to both of these sides.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Now a chance. courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Boston, the Beast in its shooting guard. Jay Crowder out there with Johnson. Then it's Jordan, and it's Thomas in at the 1. Thomas against Lowry. There's the screen. The wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now here's Thomas. Here's the Beast. 5 to shoot. In the corner, Crowder with it. It's stolen by Carroll. To the left side wing. Biyombo kicks to Lowry. The feed now to Biyombo. DeRozan, a good look. Gets a very good look and converts.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Here's the Beast. A 35-point game for him in the win against Milwaukee.
And also, his assist total tells you about the job he did of keeping his head up and keeping his teammates involved.
Now Lowry following the three-point attempt by Freak. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Thomas passes to the Beast. Biyombo with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. Another shot. Patterson can't get it to go.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Toronto on defense. Here's the Beast. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. The Beast's got his second basket.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Left side, DeRozan. Three-pointer. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Carroll. The rebound by the Celtics. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backcourt.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Lowry kicks to Carroll. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And Patterson kicks to Carroll. DeRozan against Johnson. Patterson, that's good. Patterson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I like his composure there under pressure as he was being double-teamed. Terrific pass.
Outside Jordan. Thomas passes to Johnson. The dish now to Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. And the pass to the Beast. Can't hit. Nice D from DeRozan.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Patterson dishes to Carroll. No good. And the Celtics going the other way now. Their last encounter was in Boston.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt it.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Well, the shooting guard position is where teams look for a lot of their points. And these players, the highest scoring among them, haven't disappointed. Freak number 1. The 4th spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
And night after night, we see this group punish opposing defenses. I mean, if you pick one way to deal with them, they'll beat you another way.
Yeah, you don't have to take a long look at their point totals to see that this is the premier group of scorers at the premier scoring position in the NBA. Shooting guards can flat out bring it.
Here's the Beast, following the score by DeMar DeRozan.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Some changes for Toronto. Boozer, he's checked in for Patterson. For DeMarre Carroll, and it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan. And the Celtics also making a change. Jared Sullinger's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Now here is Lowry. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And it just wasn't about the offense. I mean, he was racking up the steals and taking advantage of some sloppy play by the opponent.
Here's Thomas after Carlos Boozer's score. Here's the Beast. 10 points for him. And good on the basket. Book it.
The defender was just too slow and got burnt for the layup. He needs to work on that agility and his foot speed. Too slow, son.
Boozer a screen on Thomas. Here's Joseph. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists now tonight.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low. And I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation. But, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
The Raptors shooting their first foul shots of the night here. And the first one drops. Some changes for Boston. Nicholson comes in for Crowder, and Smart subbed in for Thomas. That one falls, so he hits both of them. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. No good from the Beast.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
Shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
And, guys, they've put the defense on the defensive. And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Guys, well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Dwayne Casey. Their number one priority is not to give up any looks on the inside, anything easy in the interior, guys. He told me, quote, "We want to have the key look like a fancy club out there. Crowded, not a lot of room, and very hard to get into." Sounds like your kind of place, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Smart after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Turner passes to the Beast. Sullinger outside. They get it back.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Has to be Biombo. Rebound by the Beast. The Beast's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Feeds to Nicholson. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
Now here is Lowry. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
And we still aren't halfway through this contest yet.
Yeah, that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. Pulls from the top of the key. That's tipped, but he gets it back. A three-pointer is right on target. Lowry's got 5 points so far. 19 seconds left here in the first quarter. From the wing, Sullinger passes to the Beast. Dishes to Turner. Passes it to the Beast. He gets it up. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Raptors lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and he talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering, rowdy, jumping up and down, waving towels. It's just a great atmosphere, you know, and it's inspirational just to watch the support we have, and it's something that you want to play for the country.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it for Canada.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Toronto.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
On the floor for Boston, the Beast in a 2-guard. Johnson is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Thomas in at the point. Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Some good numbers for the Beast. He's got 13 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Now here's Joseph. Carroll with a screen for Joseph. 6 to shoot. Crowder pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Thomas up and in on the layup. Thomas got it all tied up now for Boston.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Now here's Joseph. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the 3. That's basket number 2. With this third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Here's the Beast. Toronto grabs the miss. Patterson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And it's DeRozan missing. Celtics trail by 3. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
You know, with that one, he's getting up there in turnovers. I mean, 4 in all now.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Patterson. Boozer comes in for DeMarre Carroll. Powell, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Corey Joseph. Here's Sullinger. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
To the inside, it's stolen by Sullinger. Smart kicks to Sullinger. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Freak number 1.
Well, what he may give away in terms of size to some of the big men down low, no doubt he makes up for it with his agility and determination. That's what allows him to be such an outstanding rebounder.
Well, he's got the effort and the attitude and the tenacity that you need. And if you didn't have that at his size, then the big fellas would eat you up down low.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Toronto shooting 31% in the second. Some poor shot selection for them in this quarter. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks just played phenomenal. He had 35 points and was on the mark from deep, draining several threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch him, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, guys. The way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last. Game.
He's made all 3 of his free throws so far. That free throw good from the Beast.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
And Lowry gets double teamed. Got a piece of it. Boozer kicks to Powell. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Powell. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Inside, deflects the pass. Stolen by Boozer. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major... unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here's Turner. 5 points in the game. And there's the pass to the Beast. That will count. And no good trying to get that one. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. The Raptors out in front, up 1. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I'm trying to. I know we're a lot tougher to play when we can limit second chances and get a lot of one-and-dones on defense. I think we should be able to keep it going next half as well. Yeah.
Your mindset is working. Well done. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as...
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Freak really making a difference here.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on this from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patrick Patterson is out there with DeMarre Carroll. And it's Biyombo at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors with the lead. Lowry with the ball. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Carroll kicks to Patterson. Here's Biyombo. Off target from three-point range. Biyombo's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. Kicks to Crowder. Here's the beast. DeRozan defending. They set the pick, and Thomas has it in the corner. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Celtics trail by 3. Thomas kicks to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Carroll. And here's Crowder. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to the beast. To the middle. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Man, let's take a look at Kyle Lowry's numbers. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. 8th in assists. And he's a flamethrower from distance. Top 10 in the league in three-point shooting.
And, you know, his floor awareness, undeniable. You know, as you pointed out, he's great at drawing the defense and then making the perfect pass in stride.
And no one has allowed fewer points since the All-Star break than these teams you see before you now. Number 1, the Celtics.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
That's good. Playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Boston, they're holding the edge for the last playoff slot. I am sure they'd feel better if they could jump up a couple rankings. And of course, the Toronto Raptors, tied right now.
And I think for Boston, they've basically lived up to the expectations so far this season. And that's not really good news for their fan base, because those expectations only had them on the brink of the playoffs.
Yeah, which is exactly where they are right now. It's not too late for them to make that kind of emphatic late push that turns a season from average to excellent, though.
And DeRozan, here we go. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Corey Joseph's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Corey Joseph.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Patterson dishes to Lowry. The rebound by the Beast. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Thomas. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Thomas got 6 points.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
To the paint. Joseph, that's good. 13 points in the game.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Toronto leading by 3. Shoots from 8. Patterson can't get it to go.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
LaVice passes to Crowder. Outside Jordan. The Celtics working the ball around now.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Ross is checked in for Toronto.
Terrence Ross.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Joseph. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Passes it to the Beast. Back to Thomas. 5 to shoot. Here's the Beast. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Raptors leading by 3. Down low. Ross kicks to Carroll. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Raptors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Celtics trail by 4. The pass to the Beast. And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Turner's checked in for Boston.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
To the wing on the left. Here's Joseph. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And some changes here for the Raptors. Boozer, he's checked in for DeMarre Carroll. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. And a change for the Celtics. Jared Sullinger's checked in for Jay Crowder. To the middle. It's tipped. Turner with the steal. Outside Thomas. Sullinger with a screen for Thomas. Jordan at the elbow. They get a hand on it. Here's Sullinger. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him. And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. How's the last month of basketball been for him? First in three-point shooting, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And not only is he dialing it up from deep, he's doing it with great consistency. One of our league's most efficient three-point shooters.
They need A good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Here's the beast. Boston, no good that time either. For the Raptors, they come in off the loss to the Knicks in New York.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
Outside Thomas. Connects from three-point range. Thomas got 5 points now this quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And Joseph kicks to Ross. He dishes it to Boozer. Shot clock at 2. Fires from deep. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. For Boston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Thomas passes to the beast. Jordan the screen. Here's the beast. 23 points in the game. The Celtics need to get a shot off. That evens the score. And that's now 7 points for Evan Turner.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Boozer, no luck. The Celtics have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Upside Thomas.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Boozer kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 6. Boozer a screen on Thomas. Step back shot. That's good on the jump shot. And that's now 17 points for Joseph. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Thomas goes in. Pass to the beast. Jordan the screen. For the lead. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Raptors lead by 2. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Boston trailing. On the floor for Boston. The Beast, he's in at shooting guard. Jared Sullinger is out there with Amir Johnson. Then there's Smart, and it's Crowder in at the 3 spot. And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle. And he gets it to go. DeRozan's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Raptors. Here's the beast. DeRozan defending. And now it's Lowry running. Here we go. All the way if he can. And Carroll gets it to go.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
To the middle, Johnson. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
To the paint, here's Sullinger, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Free throw good from Sullinger. Toronto with the ball. 3-point lead. DeRozan dishes to Biyombo. Back to the DeRozan. They set the pick. He kicks to kill. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate. Take a look at what Carroll's done. 9 points and 1 steal as well.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
Here's the beast. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Raptors moving the ball around. He feeds it to Powell. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Down low, off the pick. And he lays it up and in.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He was absolutely adamant, saying, don't let them off the hook. Let's keep our foot on the pedal and keep doing the things that have gotten us here this far. We're almost home.
The Raptors making a switch here. Patterson's checked in.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup. So I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The first one falls.
Looking at the game for DeRozan, 12 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. They don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Here's the beast. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
But that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Raptors leading by 6. Lowry passes to DeRozan. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. To the middle. Knocked loose. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. The feed to DeRozan. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Toronto ball. Welcome fans to the FIBA World Tournament.
Clock is at 3. DeRozan can't get that one to fall.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's the beast. Jacks up a 3. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lowry kicks to DeRozan. The 3. That's good from Lowry on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got assist number 5 here tonight.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range.
The beast passes to Johnson. Here's the beast. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Celtics trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And it's blocked. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, no ball.
sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clarkie's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free rein.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Celtics.
What are we in?
Isaiah Thomas comes in for Marcus Smart. Here's Lowry.
All right, come on.
Here's Toronto. They're on a 16-6 run. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
He just picked up his 4th personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of it. And so it's Toronto winning this one.
Carlos with another game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.